and welcome to Newswatch on this 14th day of December 2023. Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the station where you look and live. Find us streaming live at Hope TV Kenya on YouTube, where you can also send in your feedback. I'm Tess Njenga. Let us dive into the day's news. It is a sigh of relief for the country after the Energy, Petroleum and Regulatory Authority (EPRA) released new pump prices for the time period between 15th December to 14th January 2024. In the period under review, the maximum allowed petroleum pump price for super petrol, diesel and kerosene has decreased by 5 shillings, 2 shillings and 4.01 shillings per litre respectively. This comes as Kenyans have been grappling with the increasing fuel prices throughout the year, when the prices reached an all-time high of 217.36 shillings per litre of petrol in October. The drop indicates that beginning midnight tonight, petrol will retail at 212.36 shillings per litre, 201.47 shillings per litre of diesel, and 199.05 shillings per litre of kerosene. President William Ruto has said the government is committed to curb the current state of insecurity in Lamu County. While asking leaders from the area to step forward, unite and work together, President Ruto warned against those inciting people against each other.
Following the alarming rate of insecurity cases in Lamu County in the recent months,
Kindiki has called on leaders to lead their communities against divisive politics that may advance the terrorists' agenda. Gloria Musimbi with more.
Following the alarming rate of insecurity cases in Lamu County in the recent months, President William Ruto has said decisive action will be taken on those inciting people against each other. Speaking at State House, Nairobi, when he met leaders from the county, the president noted that the government is committed to do whatever it takes to curb insecurity in Lamu County.
Tumewaita nyinyi kama viongozi kwa sababu matatizo ya Lamu hayako kwa wananchi. Matatizo yako kwa viongozi. Na nyinyi kama viongozi ndio mtakaoamua kama Lamu itakuwa na usalama ama Lamu itaendelea kuwa na matatizo.
The head of state has urged leaders from the area to step forward, unite and work together in efforts to reduce insecurity rate in Lamu.
We are one nation. Every Kenyan can live, do business, work in any part of Kenya, and we must appreciate them as Kenyans, because that is the position of the Constitution. That is the position of the law, that each and every Kenyan can live anywhere in the Republic of Kenya.
Ruto's remarks come after NARC Kenya leader Martha Karua called on him to break his silence and fast-track efforts to end the continuous terror attacks and tribal clashes that are threatening livelihoods and economic development of the area. On his part, Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki called on leaders to lead their communities against divisive politics that may advance the terrorist agenda.
The challenges we've had are around incitement and politicization of security. And we are trying our best to make sure that as we go into next year and into the future, we want to up our game to ensure that we eliminate and at the very least minimize loss of lives, both civilians and members of the NPS and KDF who are serving there.
Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale said security forces will not spare anyone in the fight against terrorism.
Your Excellency,
in the recent months, Lamu County has been experiencing a spate of attacks, terror attacks, ethnic and religious attacks. Reporting for TV Newswatch, I'm Gloria Musimbi.
Thank you, Gloria Musimbi, for that report. Now, the government will not relent in its efforts towards taming insecurity in the North Rift. President William Ruto said the government has deployed more than 1,500 Kenya Defence Forces officers and 3,000 police officers in the region to fight criminals. Speaking during the Kimalel Goat Auction and Cultural Festival in Baringo County today, Ruto said the government is committed to restoring peace in the region. He said this will give Kenyans a chance to engage in meaningful socio-economic activities. President also announced that starting January next year, schools in the North Rift will reopen so that children can resume education.
Mheshimiwa Rais, ulipoanzisha serikali yako, uliweka mpango ya kuinua wale wa chini, wakiwemo wafugaji. Na hapa leo wafugaji walio na mbuzi 3,000 watafaidika. Mheshimiwa Rais, nashukuru wewe sana kwa sababu ulipokuwa unapanga serikali yako ukanipea kazi ya kuangazia mambo ya hustlers. Na ninapozungumza hapa leo, Mheshimiwa Rais, Wakenya zaidi ya milioni 22 tayari wameingia katika hustler Financial Inclusion Fund.
Na Rais, nataka nikupongeze, tunajivunia kuwa tunafanya kazi chini yako, kwa sababu wewe umetuongoza vyema kwa mambo ya usalama katika Baringo, katika Kerio Valley na katika Kenya kwa jumla. Na hata kama kumebaki wakora wachache, ile uhalifu ulikuwa katika kaunti hii kupitia uongozi wako na ile maagizo umetoa kali kwa Profesa Kindiki na maofisa wetu wa usalama na wale wa KDF, hali ya utulivu imerejea na kila mtu anapata nafasi ya kufanya kazi yake.
Nataka niwapongeze watu wa Baringo. Tulikuja hapa tukaongea mambo ambayo tuliandikiana. Kati ya yale mambo ni mambo ya usalama. Hii Baringo imeteseka sana na wizi wa ng'ombe, watu wanapoteza maisha, watoto hawasomi, umaskini inalete tabu kwa sababu ya kukosekana kwa usalama. Na niliwaahidi ya kwamba ile serikali itamaliza mambo ya wizi wa ng'ombe na ukosefu wa usalama katika Baringo hii na North Rift. Ni hii serikali mumeunda mwaka uliopita. Na ndio sababu hiyo nikiongea na nyinyi sasa, hapa North Rift tuko na askari wa jeshi 1,500. Hapa North Rift tuko na askari wa polisi wengine 3,000. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie hawa askari hawawezi kutoka hapa mpaka wakora wote na wezi wa mifugo wote tumalizane na wao.
Moving on, it is a huge win for former Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich after the Nairobi Anti-Corruption Court acquitted him on a 63 billion shillings Aror and Kimorer multipurpose dam scandal, citing lack of evidence from the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions. Milimani Anti-Corruption Magistrate Eunice Nyutu freed Rotich and his 8 co-accused of all the 30 corruption charges after the prosecution failed to prove their case to warrant putting the accused persons on their defense. While acquitting Rotich, the magistrate faulted and lectured the prosecution over how they handled the case, saying it appeared to be a well-choreographed acquittal as they availed 49 witnesses and only led 8 witnesses in evidence.
I find that no evidence has been adduced to show that Section 66, subsection 2 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2005 was not complied with. Thirdly, no evidence has been adduced to show that Section 68, subsection 1 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2005 was not complied with. Fourthly, no evidence has been adduced to show that there was no approval from the Public-Private Partnership Committee before inviting requests for qualifications in accordance with Section 37, subsection 1 of the Public-Private Partnership Act. Further, no evidence was adduced to show that the insurance policy to secure lenders was irregularly procured. And lastly, no evidence has been adduced to show that Section 50, subsection 1 of the Public Finance Management Act was not complied with in borrowing loan facilities from the financiers, namely BNB Paribas Fortis SA/NV, Intesa San Paolo SPA, Unicredit SPA, and Unicredit Bank AG for the Aror Multipurpose Dam.
Now, with 10 days left before Christmas Day, a cross-section of Kenyans say they are not financially prepared to celebrate the festive holiday due to the difficult economic situation they are facing. Our reporter Nicholas Kivite has visited various bus terminals here in Nairobi and spoken to some of them on their Christmas plans.
As the cost of living continues to be a headache for many Kenyans, some of them say they may not be able to celebrate Christmas this year due to the resultant difficult situations they are facing. Earlier today, I visited various bus stops here in Nairobi, where I was able to speak with some Kenyans and businessmen in the transport sector on their preparations for the Christmas holiday.
Watu wasafiri, maisha imekuwa ngumu. Tangu hii serikali ingie mambo imekuwa ngumu. People are closing down businesses because of the cost of living is very high. So, hata ukiangalia sector ya matatu, people are withdrawing matatu from barabara.
The famous Machagos country bus has already begun witnessing less passengers traveling and most vehicles taking a long time to fill up, a situation that some drivers and conductors say has been caused by the increase in transport cost.
Kwa majina naitwa Collins, nafanya na Green Line buses za kwenda Bungoma, Kakamega, Busia, but for now tuko December, lakini season haijakuwa mzuri vile tulikuwa tumetarajia, kama vile kumekuwa na hizo miaka zimepita, kwa sababu ni issue ya mafuta ndio imeleta challenge. Economy imekuwa mbaya, so ni challenge yenye tunapitia sana kulingana na fare. Fare imekuwa juu, customer wa turn out.
Some of the people that I also spoke with noted that unlike other years, this year the cost of living has increased rapidly, and so they will not be able to travel home to celebrate Christmas with their families.
Majina naitwa Bernard Mutiso, mfanyikazi wa biashara hapa Machagos Country Bus Nairobi. Kuhusu hii mwezi tumeona mambo tofauti sana na miaka ingine ambayo iko nyuma imepita. Hali ya uchumi imekuwa ngumu. Hakuna kitu injapanda bei. Ukiangalia kila wakati mafuta yamepanda, kila kitu imeenda juu. Na tukiangalia kwa makini upande wa serikali yenye kwa saa hii, hatuoni dalili ya mambo kuteremuka hivi karibuni. Juu viongozi wakisimama waongea wanasema tu, wanatuahidi tu mambo itakuwa mzuri, lakini hatuoni dalili ya kuwa mzuri. Kama ni kwenda nyumbani saa hii, watu wanakuanga wamenjaa hapa, wakienda nyumbani tunakuwa tunafanya biashara, lakini hapa tumekaa tu idle. Hakuna department inasonga, si ya mangari, si ya biashara dogo, si ya maduka, si ya boga. Kila kitu imekwama, kwa maana mtu ana unga, ana namna anaweza survive. So hata kwenda nyumbani mtu anakulia siku mahali yako tu, mahali amekaa.
Kwetu ni Nyeri. As from before tulikuwa tunatumianga so 3. As from now ni kitu kama so 8, and niko na familia 8 people. So 8 people kwenda home ni kitu iwezekani, cause ukiangalia hizo fare zitakuwa too much, plus January ni shule na niko na watoto 3 wenye wako shule, so itakuwa very difficult kujago hizo vitu zote.
However, there are some Kenyans who are traveling home, even though they are complaining over the increased fare due to the increase in the price of fuel. This, they blame on bad economic policies by the Kenya Kwanza government.
Mzazi wangu ni ako na udhaifu kidogo, nitakuwa nikuwe namuona, lakini saa hii fare iko juu kabisa. Nalipa shilingi 2,000 kwa saa ile, lakini wanasema muda ikiendelea inaenda kupanda zaidi. Na ukiangalia hata kwa gari sasa kuna watu, hata sijui tutatoka saa ngapi, maana gari lazima ijae na watu 70. Saa hizi watu wenye mkata gari sio zaidi ya 10. Hatujui kama tutasafiri ama hapana.
Reporting for Hope Newswatch, my name is Nicholas Kivite.
Thank you, Nicholas Kivite, for that report. We do hope that Kenyans will still be able to enjoy some delicacy even despite the economic times. And on that note, let us take a short break on Newswatch tonight. We have plenty more coming up.
Sio siku ya kung'ara tu, ni siku divine, ni siku divine, ni siku divine. Sio siku ya kushiba tu, ni siku divine, ni siku divine, ni siku divine. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. My name is Reverend Pitson Legrand, and I want to wish everybody, on behalf of Hope Media, Hope TV, a very merry, merry, blessed Christmas. God bless you.
It's finally here. The breakfast show that will kickstart your morning with a message of hope, coupled up with wholesome music, and of course, captivating conversations that matter to you.
We shall touch on topics on law, relationships, the Christian walk, and in addition, we will also be keeping you up to date with news and all the trending topics.
Join me, Beatrice Watare,
and me, George Gishuru, every Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Hope at Dawn.
Only on Hope TV, where you look
and live.
Welcome back. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has condoled with widows from the fallen heroes in the country, encouraging them that their husbands died for a good cause. Kindiki has directed Inspector General Japhet Koome to offer jobs to widows whose husbands lost their lives while on duty. Speaking during a joint commemorative service for the National Police Service and Kenya Prison Service Fallen Heroes, the Interior Cabinet Secretary said that 37 billion shillings has been allocated for asset modernization of police service equipment so as to protect security officers. Kindiki has called for unity in the police service, also warning them against the misuse of firearms.
We are going to upgrade our air assets, our land assets, our mobility, especially for serious and dangerous operational areas, to provide armored, protected, and anti-mine mobility vehicles so that our officers do not get the exposure that they have got in the past. Because the cowards who are perpetuating terror will never engage our officers. And that is the style of cowards. They come at night, they place some things in some road at night, and they hide in the bushes. And so once we sort out our mobility equipment to make sure that it is protected, and we have minesweepers, it's going to be impossible for these terrorists to hurt our people and our officers going forward because they are cowards. They cannot engage with us directly.
In a bid to improve the work environment for the Nairobi County staff and deliver services faster and more efficiently to the residents of Nairobi, Governor Johnson Sakaja has today opened the Nairobi City County Government Service Center to the public. The service center, which is located at the City Hall Annex, has been renovated from the basement to the third floor in the first phase and is expected to be completed in phases. Speaking after launching the center, Sakaja said he is committed to improving the city's infrastructure in order to serve all Nairobians better. Alice Diana, who attended the event, tells us more.
The County Assembly. Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja has assured the residents of Nairobi that they will be served quickly, efficiently, and in dignity following the launch of the refurbished Nairobi City County Government Service Center.
But I want to...
The state-of-the-art service center, which is located at the City Hall Annex, has been renovated from the basement to the third floor in the first phase and is expected to be completed in the following phases. According to Sakaja, the service center is aimed at ending delay and denial of services to Nairobians.
Over the past 2 months, our dedicated customer service team has worked diligently reviewing and formulating the customer service delivery charter, and this charter stands as a solemn pledge, and we shall launch it in ensuring services are provided within stipulated time, ushering in a new era of accountability and responsiveness to your needs. The days of enduring long queues and wandering from office to office in search of resolution must end. Today we introduce a revolutionary ticketing system operating on a first come, first served basis, so that every Nairobian who needs a service is served promptly and fairly. Si ile ati ya kujuana, you are served first come, first served, and you get your ticket.
The governor said that similar projects will be undertaken in different sub-counties from January next year to enable residents to receive services at their doorsteps.
We'll be undertaking similar projects in the proposed. First of all, we'll start with the 5 borough headquarters that have been identified. And to create those customer service centers. Ili mtu wa Nairobi isiwe ni lazima aje City Hall. Kama ako Ruai pande ile akuwe served. Kama ako Dagoreti, ako Waithaka, ama ako Mutuini, they can be served from wherever they are. They only need to come here when a matter has been escalated, or if they are from around here. You know, if you're working in an office close by. Hiyo kazi inaanza January next year. We are ready to start. And I know Bwana Mogoko and his team in supply chain are concluding that procurement process.
He further noted that all county staff and teams will undergo an intensive training program on customer service in order to offer their services to residents in a dignified manner.
And that is why over the next few months, we're going to have an intensive training program. Training and retraining on customer service. And customer service training is not just for the customer service team. All teams will go through that training. The Inspectorate, Security and Compliance, Tony and your team, we will go through it. We've discussed this. Yesterday we discussed it before. We'll go through it. How we treat Nairobians. You may be seated. Is extremely important. They're our customers. And we must be obsessed by our customers. We must think of everything from the perspective ya ule mwananchi ambaye ametupatia kazi. Hao ndio wametuandika kazi. Tufikirie vile wanapitia.
Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you, Alice Diana. West Pokot residents and leaders have welcomed the deployment of National Police Reservists and PRSs to complement regular security officers in troubled areas of the county. This comes after a push and pull between the government and local leaders who have been lamenting over West Pokot County being sidelined in the deployment of the reservists. Grace Ahati reports.
A week after Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki announced the deployment of 205 reservists in West Pokot County, the residents together with their leaders have welcomed the move, which is set to complement regular security officers in the volatile area. Already, the reservists are undergoing training at Chester area and will soon be deployed in various border points affected by insecurity, with Chesegon and Turkwel being among the areas that will receive the reservists.
tourists. Addressing the residents, West Pokot Governor Simon Kachapin hailed the move, noting that it will help in combating banditry and cattle rustling activities in the region.
Tunashukuru kwa sababu sasa tunajaribu kuimarisha usalama, na vile County Commissioner amesema wale NPR walikuwa deployed area hiyo, tunasafanya maendeleo ya kupatia hawa maji sehemu hiyo ya Ombolion, sehemu hiyo ya Morita, tupatia hawa security ya kutosha, watu wafanye economic activities yale tulikuwa tunapigania uhuru. Watoto wetu wasome sehemu ya Chesego. Na ile recent events ambaye kamati ya bunge imetembelea hiyo ile ya usalama, Waziri Kidiki ametembelea sehemu hiyo, sisi tumetembelea. Mimi niko na imani Januari ile nilikuwa nimeeleza professionals ya Lomut kwamba lazima mashule hizo zifunguliwe.
His sentiments were echoed by Kapenguria Member of Parliament Samuel Moroto, who expressed dismay at the harsh impact of insecurity on learning activities in the northern region.
Na kuna mashule kadhaa ile ambaye for the last 2 years hakuna mtu amesoma. Watu wamehama. Mpaka watoto sasa wanahangaika, hakuna shule, wale wa primary, wale wa chekechea, yani pre-unit school, wale wa secondary school, mpaka college ya TTI ambayo iko Jesekon yote walimalizwa.
On his part, West Pokot County Commissioner Apollo Okelo said that the 205 National Police Reservists that are currently undergoing training will be deployed in schools latest January 8th. He further noted that the government has plans to reopen the 7 schools affected by insecurity by 8th January.
Lazima kila shule itakuwa na NPR, kama namba ya chini itakuwa 5. Na wataishi pale kwa shule, na serikali iko na mpango. Mheshimiwa waziri wetu alikuwa last week na sisi, na alinipatia jukumu ya kuhakikisha nimempatia estimate ya ile mahitaji ya hizo mashule 7, 5 ikiwa upande wa Pokot Central, na moja ikiwa Pokot West, na moja iko upande ya Pokot North. Na tayari nimeshafanya na nimeshatuma kwake, na hii wiki tunafuatilia kwa sababu lengo letu kufikia tarehe 8 hizo mashule zote zimeanza kazi na wanafunzi wamerudi kwa hizo mashule.
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.
Much appreciated, Grace, for that report. The Kenyan youth have called on policymakers to be intentional in coming up with strategies, development, intervention, and policies relating to youth empowerment. Speaking during a workshop organized by Partnership for African Social and Governance Research, the youth have also urged the government to support innovative ideas, a move that will boost economic growth and improve their livelihoods. PASGR, in partnership with MasterCard Foundation, has hosted a research validation conference dubbed Take Research Back. The event is aimed at validating insightful research on youth aspirations in Kenya.
As young people, we are advocating for policies that are favorable for young people. Policies whereby we'll have young people sitting at the decision-making tables, not waiting for other people to think on their behalf. And we are requesting, if possible, a policy on youth matters, whereby we have young people sitting on the youth council, even at the ministry. We need a youthful, yes, we have a youthful CS, but we are calling for more youthful people who will speak more to the needs of young people.
What has been emerging in the findings is the key to enabling young people to achieve their aspirations. Young people have talked about them aspiring to achieve business aspirations, them aspiring to access dignified and fulfilling work, and as part of our engagement, as part of the recommendations that is coming up from this meeting, is that we need more of government support to mobilize and create incentives for young people who are aspiring to achieve their business aspirations.
If we want to be right on the aspirations of youth, on the challenges that they face, and how they perceive the future in terms of dignified and fulfilling work, it is better for us to allow young women and men to speak for themselves. And so the research is designed and organized in such a way that those conducting the research and the respondents to those research are people within the age bracket of youthhood.
Laikipia has unveiled its third generation County Integrated Development Plan, CIDP, for the year 2023 to 2027, aimed at seamless service delivery to residents. The 5 years comprehensive plan has a budget of 120 billion shillings. Laikipia Governor Joshua Irongo, speaking in Rumuruti, said it was anchored in 5 pillars of governance: resources, competitiveness, and harmony. Irongo noted that to successfully achieve the plan, the resources would be raised from county-owned source revenue, the equitable share, conditional grants, and through partnership with the national government, private sectors, and donors. Irongo said that the ambitious CIDP plan would prioritize the provision of clean water, health services, roads, agriculture, employment opportunities through the ongoing industrial park and special economic zones.
Ya muhimu si ati kwa mahali county headquarter iko, ya muhimu ni services that are going to be delivered to our people. Kwa hivyo tunataka kutangazia watu wetu wa Laikipia County ya kwamba hakuna kitu ya kusema ya kwamba tumehama kutoka Nanyuki, kwa sababu hatuwezi kuhama popote kutoka Laikipia County. Ili ya muhimu ni ya kwamba the center of authority of this county and administration sasa iko Rumuruti, lakini huduma zote zitakuwa zinapatiwanwa kila kona katika hii Laikipia County. Kwa hivyo ofisi ile ilikuweko kule Nanyuki, kule ilikuwa kikao ya gavana, bado itakuwa ya huduma kwa watu wale wa karibu na wao kule Nanyuki, Laikipia East, Laikipia Mukogodo East, Mukogodo West, hiyo eneo na Segera, watakuwa bado wanaendelea na kupata huduma ya gavana kutoka kwa zile maofisi zetu zile ziko Nanyuki. Kwa hivyo hakuna ofisi tunafunga, ila tu siku ya leo tulikuwa tunakuja kusudua the County Integrated Development Plan na the seat of the governor in Laikipia County kama the county headquarter. Sasa kuanzia leo iko hapa Rumuruti na services zote zitakuwa hapa, lakini bado services tutaendelea na kudevolve na kupatiana hata kule center ya Nanyuki.
Swala la kiusalama nikiriguzia ni kwamba askari wetu wameshika doria, haswa wakati huu tunaelekea Krismasi. Na hivyo basi tungetaka kutahadharisha wezi wa mifugo kwamba vitengo vyetu vya usalama viko macho, viko ngangari. Kuna wizi umefanyika juzi sehemu ya posta na tunashughulikia hili swala. Tukizungumza hivi, officers wetu wako kazi kule mashinani kulishughulikia hilo swala. Tunazidi kuwaomba wale wanazo bunduki haramu wazisalimisha kwa serikali, la sivyo tutaziendea pahali wako.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mohanji with a double I, and today we are with Hope TV. Look and live. And this is a Merry Christmas to everyone watching and a happy 2024. Enjoy it. Enjoy this festive season with your family and have a good time. Tukisema mema. Look at the vibe. Look at the time. Kenye ulisema utatenda, Baba litenda. Mema, mema, unifanye mema, tenda mema, unitende wema, mema, 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 mema. I see you, ukiwa baba na ukiwa mwana, and I see you being the Lord of my life. I'm prayed up, live large, I'm blessed up. God good, I praise Him, cause you're the Lord of my life. Intention ya king, neti kingdom isimame. back left yachukue usukane, usiniambie juu ya pressure kiongozi, double I kwenye kanda Maulana. Mema mema, unifanye mema, tenda mema, unitende wema. Mema mema, mema mema, mema mema, mema mema.
Welcome back in business. With more high-value minerals being discovered around the country, the government wants artisanal miners to organize themselves into cooperatives so as to build their capacity to exploit them. The Principal Secretary in the State Department for Mines, Elijah Mwangi, said gold has been discovered in new areas in Marsabit and Garissa, lithium, rare earths and coltan in Tharaka and Kitui, and copper in Kitui. He said some of these minerals are strategic and will gain more value as the world transitions to green energy, and said it was the government's intention to build local miners' capacity to mine them instead of leaving them to multinational investors.
We have so much copper in Kitui. Everybody is dashing there. I know we have a lot of issues there with the county commissioner. We have a lot of gold in Marsabit. There are issues we are solving in the belt. Garissa, we have a lot of gold among other places in Com. And in Arkanidi, I know we even have those rare earths. Not only the iron, we have radium. And this COP28, the one that is just concluding, the discussion has been on how can we get rid of the fossil fuel, because we are transiting to green energy. And our country, Kenya, is having quite a number. And this region hosts those majority of our critical minerals. So that is a blessing. And therefore, the cabinet directed that we should take care of our heritage. We should not allow people to come and take away what belongs to us.
M-Pesa Foundation has committed 79 million shillings to support the construction of a training and conferencing facility in Kalama Conservancy, Samburu County. The Greenfield Training and Conference Facility is expected to impact over 1,300 people through skill training for employability conservation opportunities, shared revenue with Samburu National Reservist, and the development of infrastructure and amenities around the region.
We are hoping that these guest rooms and this facility will not only provide space for meetings, but also create employment for this community, and also provide our guests an opportunity also to come and have a feel of what is happening at Kalama Community Conservancy, and also as they live here, live with the art of coming back actually to support this conservancy.
Already, we are just almost done with the phase 1, which is going to be ready in January, supported by TNC. This is going to be a financial sustainability project. The resource center is going to also create employment platform for our local communities. It's going to be a hub, for a regional hub where students, people who want to learn about community conservation are going to come and orient themselves. All the stakeholders that have been together with us in this, like the Northern Rangeland Trust, the Nature Conservancy, that is TNC, and the M-Pesa Foundation, we are saying thank you.
And Africa Logistics Properties ALP has announced Print Care's decision to choose ALP West Logistics Park as the site for the upcoming manufacturing and packing plant in Kenya. Scheduled to commence operations in April 2024, this facility aligns with PrintCare's strict EU compliance standards, meeting various international criteria established by the European Union. Renowned for its global clientele, PrintCare conducted thorough evaluations of potential locations, ultimately selecting ALP West Logistics Park for its infrastructure and commitment to upholding international standards. This dedication encompasses health and safety regulations, environmental sustainability, quality assurances, and the provision of a secure working environment crucial for global market operations.
PrintCare are coming here not just to provide products for the East African region, but they will also export a lot of those products to, for instance, the United Kingdom and the EU, so they are a valuable source of export growth and funds for the Kenyan economy. So you're seeing both import substitution, if you like, those products that have previously been imported into Kenya will now be manufactured here, but you're also seeing exports to other hard currency areas of the globe.
For the PrintCare packaging brings a lot of high quality packaging into the market, so it will definitely boost the packaging industry in the Kenyan region, and then as well as the state-of-the-art printing and packaging equipment we are bringing into the country will lead the printing and packaging to a new era in the region. So in terms of the employment, so we are going to create at the initial stage 100 employment opportunities for the Kenyan citizens, and then as well as in the next phase, second phase, it will be 150 job opportunities. So that's how we are going to phase in.
And now in sports, KCB has partnered with global payments technology company MasterCard for the 2023 KCB East Africa Golf Tour Grand Finale event, which is set to take place tomorrow at the Par 72 Karen Country Club, marking an end to the 8-month-long amateur series. The much-anticipated showpiece has drawn together a field of 142 golfers from Kenya and the East African region who will be battling for the 1 million shilling grand prize, while the winning team will also get a chance to participate in the 2024 Magical Kenya Ladies Open at the Vipingo Ridge in Malindi, Kilifi County. The inaugural NCBA Kenya Invitational Junior Tournament is set to take place this weekend. That is this Friday, 15th December to Sunday, 17th December at the Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club, organized by US Kids Golf in collaboration with the Junior Golf Foundation and sponsored by NCBA Bank. The tournament will bring together over 120 junior golfers from Kenya and various parts of the world, including Kenya, Argentina, Austria, Belgium, China, Ghana, India, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. And Newcastle's return to the Champions League after more than 20 seasons away ended in a heartbreak as AC Milan came from behind to win 2-1 at St. James Park and sent them out of Europe. Borussia Dortmund's goal sparked more celebrations at St. James Park, but it all fell apart for Newcastle with Christian Pulisic leveling for AC Milan and PSG pulling a goal back within a matter of minutes. The 16 clubs that have qualified for the Champions League round of 16 include Manchester City and Arsenal from England, Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid from Spain, Bayern Munich, RB Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund from Germany, PSV Eindhoven from Netherlands, Inter Milan, Lazio and Napoli from Italy, Copenhagen from Denmark, PSG from France and FC Porto from Portugal. The round of 16 draw will take place on Monday at the House of European Football in Nyon, Switzerland. The two-legged ties that will be scheduled following Monday's draw will take place in February and March next year. And we have come to the end of Newswatch this evening. Many thanks for watching. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. God willing, see you tomorrow evening at the same time, same place. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mohanji with a double I, and today we are with Hope TV. Look and live. And this is a Merry Christmas to everyone watching and a happy 2024. Enjoy it. Enjoy this festive season with your family and have a good time. Tukisema mema. Look at the vibe. Look at the time. Kenye ulisema utatenda, Baba litenda. Mema, mema, unifanye mema, tenda mema, unitende wema, mema, 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 mema. I see you, ukiwa baba na ukiwa mwana, and I see you being the Lord of my life. I'm prayed up, live large, I'm blessed up. God good, I praise him, cause you're the Lord of my life. Intention ya king neti kingdom isimame, back left ya chukue usukane. Usiniambe juu ya pressure kiongozi, double I kwenye kanda Maulana. Mema, mema, unifanye mema, tenda mema, unitende wema, mema, 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 mema.